Mami wearing sari, not the skirt. She just want that tali, she a freak for sure. Got the type of hips that make my vision blur.
Hi, it's Shilpa, and you're watching another exclusive interview on the hottest thing on campus, Radio Heatwave. Today, we have the very talented young Raja with us. How are you feeling today?
I'm great, Shilpa. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic since I'm interviewing you. Congratulations on your new release, Mami, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So your latest single, Mami, is your first song with Alamo Records. So how is it like to branch out into the US market?
Well, it's very exciting because, we are trying to figure it out as we go. This is something that has never happened before. So it is one of those things where, as exciting as it is, the fact is there's a lot of work that's lying ahead of us. And I think what is not so visible when it comes to looking at folks like me that are doing music on Instagram or whatever, there's so much work that goes on behind the curtains that is not done by me. Like I have like amazing teammates that are all hands on deck 24/7. They are like making sure that the show goes on, making sure that everything is as smooth as it can be. And the fact that I'm in a place in life where I have that kind of a setup, I have that kind of a surrounding, is like the most blessed thing ever, because if I was an indie artist, without this kind of a support system, it would have been, I would imagine it to be way, way, way more difficult. Like my heart and respect goes out to all the indie artists that have been doing it by themselves, for years. I don't know how they do it, man. It's a lot of work. And I am fortunate enough to have a support system, to be a part of a support system. Shout out to Universal Music Singapore, Def Jam Southeast Asia, and even the guys in India, The Culture, and also Alamo Records in America. Is like these guys enable guys like me to do what we do to the best of our abilities, So it's like, I cannot take credit for this. It's like it's team effort. Teamwork makes the dream work, like all the way, So yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. Is there anyone that you wish to collaborate with in the future?
There's so many people I would love to collaborate with. In the South, I am looking forward to collaborate with Sid Sriram. I cannot wait to collaborate with that guy, man. That's one of my guys. He inspires me very much. I look up to him very much. I've had the pleasure of meeting him and speaking to him and all that. So hopefully I get a song out with him. And I have so many people that I'm inspired by, man. Like I've been such a fan and enthusiast of rap music for such a long time. Like I have so many people that I'm inspired by. I don't know if you know this, but I have this whole wall of people that I'm inspired by. I even have Bill Gates and Will Smith and Kanye and everybody pasted on my wall. Like I am very attuned towards people and things that are inspiring. I love the idea of inspiration. It can really change somebody's life for the better, So that being said, there are so many people that I'm inspired by. If I were to start listing them all, it would take some time. But Sriram is one guy I would love to collaborate with.
All right, so let's talk a little bit more about inspirations. Now, your style is really quirky and eccentric. Some people would say it's even a little odd, but in a good way, of course. So who or what would you say are your style inspirations?
I like Dennis Rodman. I like 90s Will Smith. I love the photo shoots that David LaChapelle does, where basically what I've come to understand about these guys that I love is that it's all bold and carefree. It's carefree, not in all senses, but in one very specific sense. Carefree when it comes to other people's opinions, carefree in what other people think. And I was a kid that was bullied when I was younger, and I used to be short and chubby. I used to wear specs. I had a very different image when I was younger, and I was very very cute boy, and all these girls would pinch my cheeks and all that, and all these guys would push me around and make fun of me and all that. So like I had a very different experience in my secondary school days, and it wasn't that enjoyable, And but going through dark days or difficult days like that, something that has always stuck with me is my confidence and my ability to be thick-skinned when I want to be thick-skinned, and this thick skin is not the bad thick skin, it's the good thick skin, meaning my skin is thick enough to be protected from naysayers and critics and bullies and whoever that is just trying to hurt me, right? But I feel like as an artist, my skin is thin enough to feel people, to feel, to like connect with people and like feel emotion and all that. So it's something that I've always been blessed with. I've always been this kind of a kid. And because of that thick skin, the good thick skin, I'm able to just not care what people have to say, to be honest. So painting my nails or piercing my ears in my community is frowned upon, or like, is quite frowned upon in my community. But what I'm trying to show, what I'm trying to set as an example is that doing you is one of the most liberating things you can ever experience. And I've never felt that feeling all the way until I became a rapper. Like that was when it clicked and I was finally myself and I could unapologetically be myself and just not care about what people have to say. So I feel like that is what people want to feel. Like I wish I knew, like if I could go back and talk to the younger version of me, I could just tell the 14-year-old me to just like, don't care so much. Like just be you know what I mean? But it took me such a long time to come to this place in life where I can do this. So whatever I do, whatever styles that I'm trying to embrace, whatever fashion sense I'm trying to embrace, whoever that I look up to fashion-wise, they're all people that are bold and just don't give a I like that very much, I'm inspired by that.
That's truly inspiring. So coming back to the topic of being bold, now being as unapologetically bold as you are there any misconceptions or assumptions that people have of you now, currently?
Well, there's one thing that I've always wanted to address, but then I never felt right trying to address it, is that when we started up, even till this day, like I receive some kind of comments or like some DMs from people. They ask me like, how does it feel like to become famous overnight? Like they phrase their question in that kind of way. And I understand where they're coming from because of what they see online and all that. But the friends around me and my family and everybody that have known me for as long as they have known me, they all know that this is not something that came overnight, and I've been preparing and working and wanting this life for a long time, So it's a lot of hard work that went into trying to find some kind of success. And I take great pride in what I do now, and that is the reason why I always talk about gratitude, and I always talk about being thankful and not taking things for granted. People don't really understand what I mean when I say, you got to be grateful, you got to count your blessings. Ever since I was 13, I've dreamed of this. Ever since I was 13, I dreamt of living the life of a full-time artist. That's the reason why I went into mass comm. That's the reason why I went into MDC as an artist. I started out as a child actor, you know what I mean? So I am not somebody that is just out here, just clowning around or like just trying to, get my money and dip. No, like I'm here because I love what I do, and that's the side of my life that I wish to talk about more when I get the opportunity to. But so far I don't think I have talked about it properly. But that's one thing that irks me sometimes, when people just assume that you come out of nowhere, like, oh, it's some fella that got lucky. But no, man, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's just that. Like, so many other things that went into it. So that's one assumption, or like, something that people may not know.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that all of us here love what you're doing, and we can't wait for any of the future projects that you may have, Like Mami was such an amazing record, can I just say? Is it true
Thank you.
that you actually mentioned the word mommy 128 times?
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
That's actually true. I may want to flip through the Guinness Book records to see if like anybody holds a record for saying the same word that many times in a song.
I'm calling them right now. Excuse me.
Yo, I'm like, I may want to check that out. I may want to speak to my team to like get that checked out.
You should. That would be incredible.
Right?
Breaking history right here. All right.
Yeah,
So
man.
coming back to the interview, now we are
Mhm.
still in the early part of 2021. You know, we're just ending March. There's still, you know, quite a bit of the year to go. Do you have any goals or like milestones that you're looking forward to achieving this year?
Yeah, I wanna put out more music. I wanna just make it way more of an exciting year, both for my team, myself, and also for the lovely supporters that have been riding with us since day one. I do believe that 2021 will be one of the most exciting years, creatively speaking. We're trying to put out more songs and more vibes. We are working on more vibes right now, so stay tuned, man.
We're looking forward to it. Okay, so we're gonna go to the quick fire round real quick. So I'm gonna
Okay.
ask you a question. Just say the
Mhm.
first thing that comes to your mind, all right?
Okay, let's go.
All right. Your go-to pair of shoes.
Adidas Superstars.
All right. If you could wake up in someone else's body, who would it be?
Will Smith.
Favorite era of music?
Early 2000s, 50 Cent, Eminem, Dr. Dre, Timberland days.
All right. Favorite hair color you've rocked in?
Pink.
Of course. Your favorite Singaporean dish?
Be Kampong Fried Rice.
Okay. If you could commit one crime and not get caught for, what would it be?
One crime and not get caught for stealing the hearts of many girls. No, I'm
Okay.
kidding. I'm kidding. Put that on the record. I'm sorry. I was trying to give a very safe answer.
No worries.
Yeah, man. Like maybe just for the kick of it, might want to steal a book from a library and not get caught for it.
All right. Out of all your songs, which is your favorite?
Wow. My favorite would be Mad Blessings.
Oh, that's true. And
Yeah.
last but not least, when
Mhm.
are you most inspired?
I'm most inspired when I'm around my family and I watch interviews of people that I look up to.
Wow. All right. So with that,
Yeah.
we have wrapped up today's interview. So thank you so much for making time
Yay.
for Radio Heatwave, and congratulations on your new single, Mami. Once again, it's always a pleasure
Thank
chatting
you.
with you. Now,
Thank you so
thanks
much.
to those who are watching as well. Mami is out on all major streaming platforms, so give it a listen when you can. It's a perfect mood booster and just an overall song that you can just really vibe to, you know? So thank you once again to our guest, Young Raja. This has been Shilpa, only on the hottest thing on campus, Radio Heatwave.